Good afternoon, guys. It's obviously Moosey here from CMK Van Life, and here I am stood on our drive in the north, and we are filming today, doing a bit of renovating reg. So this is going to be episode 2 of renovating reg. We've got loads of little faffy jobs that need to get done. So I have got some more tools out, and you might be able to spot a ladder there behind me. And so today we are going to fit a cheap and cheerful Chinese shonky cobbled together Wi-Fi system for in the van, because we discovered that at night time using hotspots or tethering mobile phones is a little bit hit and miss when you've got all the blinds up and you're basically sat inside a foil box with no signal. So we're going to see if we can boost the signal. So I've cobbled together some bits. I've got a cheap Chinese aerial, which should give me something like 12 dBi gain on a 4G signal, and I know you're going to ask, so yes, it's omnidirectional.
Nobody was going to ask.
Were they not? They were probably shouting at the telly going, "Oh, but is it omnidirectional, Moosey?" Well, I can confirm that that the vendor from the Far East says yes. Remains to be seen if it's true or not. And I worked from home for 3 months when we moved in here, using a 4G router in the house. So I'm bringing that out, and we're going to put a card in there. We're going to run some wires down from the roof. We've got a spare hole in the roof, and we're just going to see how it goes. We're going to cobble it together. So for a total price of I think the router was like 80 quid about a year ago. SIM card is like £20 a month, and the aerial was 14 quid from China. So we'll see how that goes. Probably won't work, but hey, got to do something on a Sunday, haven't you? And there's work going on inside the reg today as well. The lovely Catters is busy. Carpeting and vinyling and painting. We're going to do all sorts of little touches, so we'll try and bring you up to speed with those as we go. But now I'm going to try and climb up a ladder holding a GoPro, and if you hear sirens, you know why. Okay, so let's go up to top of reg and see what we can see. There we are. So that'll be me Chinese erection there, and those are the cables, and I'm going to run the cables over and down through one of those vents over there. Alright, and I'll probably just do that quickly. Just going to run these over there underneath the bars here. I'll tape them onto the roof, wang them down the hole, and then hook up the router, and we'll see if it works. All right, cool. And here we are on top of reg. So look at that. That's the aerial there. It's mounted onto the roof rack. The wires go along here, and then they descend down into that vent there. Taped it around the edge to stop the rain from following the wires down. Surprisingly weatherproof, this vent. So the wires go down there, and let's go and see where they come out. Try not to fall off the ladder. And there we are. That's where the wires come in through the roof up there. Now we'll set about doing some technical bits. Yay, geek time. What are you up to, Catters? Oh, well, you started to paint in. Lovely. What sort of paint was that one? The Thunderstring cover paint?
Yeah.
Nice. And we're trying the experiment of just painting straight onto that wood, aren't we? And
It's not even wood, it's plasticky shit.
it's plasticky shed.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Not wood.
Alright, and
But this paint says it goes onto pretty much everything and it's outdoor as well, so...
oh, well, maybe we'll paint the outside of Reg on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get
Cool.
you a little makeup brush to do that with, it'll keep you quiet for a while.
And we got some more carpet going up here as well. Busy today, lots of little jobs. So we will be back in a second with more. Right, we're back inside Reg, and this is what we got. We got the it's a home router. It's a 4G router though, and as I said before, I worked with it for a few months, so I know it can do the job. And it's a Huawei, and it's one of the B525S's, and we are going to connect up the two wires that have come through from the roof. I think this type of attachment is TSA, something like that. But you take the little aerials that are already on the back of the router off, and it leaves those two inputs there, and then we just attach these. That's pretty standard. Okay, right, we just need to put the SIM card in the router. Right, what we got? We are going to try out. Okay, so got the smarty card here, which should be all activated and registered, I think, earlier.
Yeah, I did it.
Nice.
Hold on.
And then we insert the SIM into the base of the router. Am I trying to put too much in? Is it too big? Do I need a smaller one? I actually can't see. To save my life.
Here we go.
I think that's too big, that one. Is it? It looks like it's a full-size SIM.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I just can't seem to...
No, it's the middly one.
Maybe too big, I was trying to put it in. The router's going, oh my god, you're so big. Ah, yes, there we go. Through the magic of Catters, that's now in. Awesome. And then we just need to power it up, I suppose. So for this, it's not a 12-volt router. It is a 3-pin plug with an adapter. So I'm just going to pop the adapter in the back.
Jackery's on the front seat, love.
I know, thank you. I'm just going to put that there. So plug it in. And we have lights. On the front, which is cool. So we hope that's working. Yeah, looks like it might be actually. Now we've got to try and find out what the name of the network is and connect ourselves to it to see if it is actually working. That'd be cool if it is. And now it wants the password for the network, which I'm hoping is still the one that's on the base of the router, because we weren't able to change it back in the day. Right, let me just pause this because I'm going to have to get Catters to read out the password, and I can't. Okay, so we're sat on the drive, surrounded by buildings at the moment, and we have got a speed test of 17 Mbps, which is usable. But what I want to do is get away from the buildings, because obviously the aerial it would help if it wasn't surrounded by buildings. Yeah, well, it seems the router seems to work anyway, and it's a dual SSID, but we only know the password for the 5 GHz bandwidth, so that's what we're on. I'm just going to hit test again and see if it gives me a different. They do say run 3 tests, don't they? But yeah, so we've got a download of 18. But when we're out and about, we will test it again, and then we'll test the speed when we're not on the network and see how that goes as well.